Turn me up in the headphones. Turn me up in the headphones. Welcome back, man. Welcome back to episode 7. This is RjeezyTV. You are tuned in with your favorite host of them all, RJeezy himself. And right now at this time, man, if you haven't already, go ahead, pay your rent, bro. Hit that subscribe button down below. Turn notification bells on so you always know when I'm uploading. We locked and loaded, man. Ready to go. Another good week. You know what I mean? Has a good week of work. Capped it off with some great college football on Saturday, championship weekend. Great NFL football on Sunday. Man, like what else can you ask for at this point, bro? What else can you ask for? And I'm excited because I've been like a lot of news been hitting the web. You know what I mean? It's a lot of stuff been going on, man. It's a lot of stuff we got to talk about here. Um, like I said, it was championship week. Regular season is over. We getting ready for these playoffs about to get rocking and rolling in about 2 weeks. Starting it off though, we getting right into it, man. Starting it off, Indiana won their first Big Ten championship since what is this? 1945. Sheesh. They beat Ohio State 13-10. And if I'm being honest, man, that man Fernando Mendoza, the quarterback for Indiana, he made plays when he needed to. When it was time to really step your shit up and get the game rocking and rolling, he did that. His stats weren't amazing. His stats weren't like godly numbers, but it was one of those things where it's like, okay, nigga, I need to play right now. Give it to me right now. You know what I mean? He only had what is this? He only had 222 yards, touchdown and a pick, but it's a low scoring game, bro. 13-10. Indiana's defense is amazing. I wasn't expecting them to hold Ohio State to that low of a number. To hold Ohio State to 10, Ohio State's been the number one team in the nation the entire year, from start to finish. Like, and they play like it too. They've been blowing niggas out the water. So for Indiana to come in there, they was ranked number 2 coming in. They were the only two undefeated teams in the nation. They came in and got fucking busy, bro. Got busy, and they held Jeremiah Smith to low numbers. They held everybody to low numbers, honestly. And as a result, they're now ranked number 1 in the nation. I fuck with it. First title since 1945. This is their first outright title. They won like a little co-ed title or whatever, 1967. Still long as shit. Like that was civil rights era we're talking about. Like niggas still had sundown towns and whatnot. Like that's a good win. That's a good win. Indiana is now ranked number 1. Ohio State, they just dropped it 2. So they just flip flop. It wasn't the biggest shit in the world, but hey, great game. That was the best game of the weekend by far. The rest of these motherfuckers I'm about to go over, straight blowouts. First blowout of the day. Georgia beat the dog shit out of Bama. 28-7. Captured SEC title once again. Kirby Smart and them dogs back on top. Georgia's defense, insane. Insane defense. Them niggas is clicking on all cylinders, bro. They move on one accord. One mind, one body, one sound. That's how they play. And it's awesome, like it's almost like they were mad as fuck. Obviously, you're gonna be mad as fuck. They lost to Alabama earlier in the season. And Kirby Smart, ever since he's been there, bro, he dog walks every other team. He plays Bama, he gets his shit curb stomped, right? They did it last year, they did it this year earlier. He said no more. We need this SEC title. And they did it. And if I'm being honest, man, like Bama had a great season, yes. They already had beat Georgia, and then that was Georgia's only loss on the year. But other than that loss, they've been dominating everybody they played. Like it hasn't been close. It's not like they were a fringe team and just so happened to get the dub. No, they've been whooping ass all season. So for this to happen like this, I wasn't surprised. I was surprised at how lopsided it was. Now that I was surprised about. I wasn't expecting it to be a blowout at all. I was expecting it to at least be close. If Georgia was going to win, at least it was going to be close, maybe a dugout game, but no, straight BTA. Straight BTA. Alabama's offense looked mediocre, and unfortunately, both teams are going to the playoffs. How the fuck that work? We'll get into that later in the show. Don't worry. Don't worry. But yeah, man, Georgia caps off his season with an SEC title. They finish off the year, what is this, 12-1? Yeah, 12-1. Alabama ends 10-3. What else can you say? Speaking of ass whooping, number 2, Texas Tech, BYU, Big 12 title game. Texas Tech rematch against BYU. They had whooped their ass earlier in the season. What happens? They whooped their ass once again. It was never close. The score was 34-7. Texas Tech. It's crazy that their offense is just as explosive as their defense. On offense, motherfucker, big play after big play after big play after blur after blur after, like, god damn. Leave some plays for the other team, bro. They was whooping ass all day. For BYU, Bear Bachmeier got hurt earlier in the game. He hurt his ankle. And you could tell once, like, he was out for a little bit and he came back. You could tell, I know that he probably was just back in there because it's like, bro, it's the championship game. We trying to get into the playoffs. If BYU would have won this game, they were in the playoffs. So it's like, I understand it, bro. Whether you hurt or not, bro, we trying to get to the playoffs. It's championship game. I got to play. I don't care if my ankle is hurt. But you could tell, once he got hurt and came back into the game, he was not the same. He was over there favoring his ankle because he knew that shit was ginger. He was walking light. He couldn't scramble anymore. He couldn't run anymore effectively. Like, once he got hurt, cookies, bro. After that, Texas Tech smelled blood in the water and was just whooping ass the rest of the day. And who's number 10 for Buddy on Texas Tech, number 10 on defense, they linebacker. That nigga is a dog. What's his name? Jacob Rodriguez. I don't know where you came from. What high school he go to? I don't know where, but he came from. Oh, he's from Texas, Wichita Falls. Yeah, brother, you're a dog. Dog. And I feel like everybody on that team runs through him. Like, he is the heart and soul of that team when I look at them on TV. And shit, head hunter. On offense, straight big play after big play. They couldn't do nothing with them. And Texas Tech, you rolling. You in the playoffs now. Let's see what you do. Number 4 team in the nation. They end off their season 12-1. Who the hell would have expected Texas Tech to be 12-1, ranked top 4 in the nation at the end of this season? I guarantee you, if you polled 1,000 people before the season, maybe 5 of them would have thought that. Hell no. Like, Texas Tech ain't ever been this good in a long time. Even when Patrick Mahomes was there, them niggas was not nice like that. I don't know what they did. Ever since that NIL, people can start paying players. You see, teams that had no business being this good, all of a sudden good and shit. Me personally, I fuck with it. Because I'm tired of seeing the same teams be dominant every single year. Let's get some parity in college football. And it seems like we have that now. Texas Tech, good shit. Good shit. We will see you in the playoffs, buddy. You punch your ticket. Huh? Somebody who didn't punch their fucking ticket, bro. I tuned in for maybe 5 minutes of this game. Because this shit was so ass. It was just ass. In the ACC, Duke was playing Virginia. Virginia, it's no reason you're supposed to lose this. And guess what? They lost. Duke upset Virginia 27-20. Who gives a fuck, bro? Who gives a fuck? Honestly. Who gives a fuck? Virginia, I don't even think they were going to make it into the playoffs if they did win. So it was like, okay, cool. You playing for a conference championship. Duke, you're a basketball school. Y'all had 5 losses on the season. I don't care. Like, the ACC weak. The only team that I wanted to actually do good in there was Georgia Tech, and they didn't even make the championship game. And why? I got to look more into that. Why did they not make the championship game and bum-ass Duke did? I don't know. But Virginia, you laid an egg. You end up losing in overtime. Get your shit together, bro. And it's going to be even harder because what's his name from Penn State is at Texas Tech? No, is at Virginia Tech now. So, boy, it's finna get spooky for y'all. ACC, who cares? Speaking of who cares, man, Tulane beat North Texas 34-21. They won the American Championship. If you don't watch college football, you don't even know what the American Conference is. it's basically all the small schools for real. And Tulane won. Um, Kudos to them. Golf clap to them. That got them into the playoffs. Since they won, they made it into the college football playoffs. Hey, what can I say? Same thing with this game. I watched more of this game, but by halftime, I was like, bro, you could tell. Like by halftime, it wasn't even close. Halftime, it was 24-7 already. And it wasn't looking like a competitive, like, oh, you guys got a couple plays or whatever. No. Straight belt to ass. It was, so I was like, oh, okay, y'all good. Y'all got this one. I'm off that. Boom. And once again, same thing. Um, Continuing with the small schools, the only other game that was on this weekend, James Madison beat Troy, got the Sun Belt Championship. Same thing. Who really gives a damn? It like they beat them 31-14. James Madison is 12-1. They're going to the playoffs. If I am telling the complete truth, I don't even think James Madison should be in the playoffs, bro. For real. And we're going to go over the playoff bracket very shortly. But, bro, who gives a damn? James Madison, you won. Congrats. Kudos. Golf clap. James Madison, Tulane, y'all did it for the small schools. I commend you, bro. You could only play the niggas that are in front of you. And if they gonna let you get into the playoffs with that, who am I to knock your shine, bro? I'm not a hating ass nigga. I'll let you have it, bro. Respectfully. But that leads me to, let me find it. It's been, ever since this has been going on, boy, let me tell you, boy, it has been some drama going on with these playoffs, right? If we look right here, this is the playoff bracket. Now, as we can see, first round buys, we got Texas Tech, Indiana, Georgia, Ohio State. Everybody knew this. Even before the weekend. Everybody knew it. Indiana's number 1, Ohio State 2, Georgia 3, Texas Tech 4. Those are the same 4 teams that has been top 4 for the last like 3-4 weeks. So only thing that Indiana and Ohio State flipped. Cool. Now, James Madison, they're gonna play Oregon, first round, at Oregon. Alabama is going to Oklahoma. They played earlier in the season. Oklahoma beat them. So we'll see. Tulane is traveling to Ole Miss. First round. Once again, Tulane. And then Miami is traveling to Texas A&M. Now, here's my thing with this whole playoff situation, right? First off, James Madison, Tulane. Bro, let's be completely honest. Bro. I'm not expecting them to do shit in the playoffs. Because, like, I get it. Y'all D1. Y'all won y'all conference, bro. But let's be honest. Look at the caliber of teams other than them 2 teams. Look at the other caliber of teams that are in the playoffs. Even if they, like, okay. Even if y'all upset first round. Like Ole Miss, they don't have Lane Kiffin no more. So they got a whole new play caller because he was calling their plays. So Tulane, you may have your best shot upsetting Ole Miss. Even if you do that, you're traveling to Georgia. Georgia is curb stomping y'all. It's going to be a blowout. Same thing with James Madison. I don't even foresee them beating Oregon, but let's say hypothetically they do beat Oregon. You're going to play Texas Tech red hot. Red hot. Texas Tech is whooping belt to ass. They've been whooping niggas all year. What do we, like, come on. What are you expecting to really do? And Alabama. I have a problem with them getting into the playoffs because how are you a 3-loss team and you make it to the playoffs? How? Every other team in this entire bracket has 2 losses or less. So how you niggas make it in with 3 losses? I said this shit earlier, bro. The college football world universe be topping off SEC football so crazy, bro. It's actually insane to me. When did this become the norm? SEC, we get it, like, cool, y'all the best conference, whatever. That doesn't mean you niggas just get every single bid when it comes to the playoffs. It's been like this for too long. When they were doing 14 playoffs, it was like SEC was going to get at least two teams in. How? I don't want to hear that shit. And y'all top heavy. This is the first year where it was a lot of parity in the SEC, and there was a lot, it was deep. The SEC was deep. Usually it'd be like 3-4 teams, bro, and then the rest be bums. Let's be honest. If you watch college football, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Every single year in the SEC, it's only about 4 teams that are actually competitive and actually doing something in the nation. Bama, Georgia, LSU, and shit, that last one is a toss-up. This year is Ole Miss. Sometimes it can be Auburn on some fluke shit. This year, Texas A&M on some fluke shit. You know what I mean? Like, for the most part, it's really them 3 teams. And then after that, show me a consistent team that really gets shit done on a national level. I'm not talking about some regular season. I'm talking about you really competing for a chip. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. And then there was drama. There was even more drama. Y'all see Miami right here, right? Boom. So look, Miami made it into the playoffs. Notre Dame didn't. Miami made it in over Notre Dame. This was controversy the whole time because first off, like, oh my God, I got so much to say about you bums. Notre Dame, right? Y'all lost to Miami early in the season. Y'all have the same exact record. Notre Dame is having a little pity party because it's like, oh my God, like, why did we not make it in? We were ranked higher than them this whole time. Bro, miss me with that bullshit. For real. Because look at this. They have the same exact record. They were both 10-2, right? They both ended 10-2. Miami has the tiebreaker over Notre Dame because they beat them earlier in the season. I don't give a fuck if it was week 1. They still beat you. That's all we can go off of. Wins and losses, baby. Now, Notre Dame wants to complain that, oh, we've been ranked a spot higher than them this entire time. It wasn't even supposed to be like that, though. Let's be honest. Because you guys have had the same record and I have the tiebreaker over you. How are you ranked over me this entire time? And we all know they weren't supposed to be ranked higher. And they were only ranked 1 spot higher, right? Here's what fucked it all up. BYU losing to Texas Tech fucked everything up in terms of Notre Dame's playoff hopes. Because if BYU wins, BYU is in. And Notre Dame was probably taking that last spot. Actually, no. If BYU won, they go to the playoffs. Miami and Notre Dame are both out. I was confused. Now, Miami and Notre Dame would have both been out if BYU won. Since BYU lost, then it comes down to Notre Dame, Miami. If we're looking at these two teams, Notre Dame, who did you really beat that was favorable? If I tell you right now, let me look at Notre Dame's schedule that they had. They lost to number 10, Miami. Followed that up with a loss to Texas A&M, right? Other than that, they only have 2 ranked wins. That's USC and Pitt. At the time, both of them are ranked 20 and 22. You tell me are those favorable wins, right? Then let's go to Miami. Miami played pretty much the same schedule, right? They lost to Louisville. They lost to SMU. But they beat 18 Florida. They beat number 6. They beat Notre Dame. They beat Florida State, who was ranked at the time. And they beat Pitt to end the year off, who was ranked, right? 4 ranked wins versus your 2 ranked wins. Not to mention, one of those ranked wins was against you, nigga. Notre Dame. The crybabies. Right? So that makes sense why I made it in over you. Notre Dame is so bitch made. They're such crybabies. They're such spoiled brats that they said, oh, since we didn't make it into the playoffs, guess what? We're not going to play our bowl game this year. We declined to be in the bowl game this year. Okay. Like, that's some real crybaby shit. For real. Because Notre Dame, y'all don't run shit. If you really want to have a fair shot at the playoffs, nigga, join a conference and do it like everybody else. But instead, y'all want to do this spoiled brat shit. Y'all want to be independent, not be part of a conference because you want all the money for yourselves. You don't want to split TV rights deals. You don't want to split up ad share revenue and shit like that. You want to keep all the money to yourself and still bear the fruits of labor that everybody else gets because they're in a conference. But you're not in a conference, bro. So join a conference and we don't have to worry about this. You don't have to keep bitching and complaining and moaning. Join a conference like everybody else and prove that you're one of the best teams in that conference. Win your conference championship or at least get to it and you'll have a much better time getting into the playoffs, right? But no, crybabies gonna be crybabies, spoiled brats gonna be spoiled brats, and y'all acting just like that. And to make matters worse, to make matters like to further prove my point of this crybaby shit, right? Um, it was released. I'll read it so that way I don't butcher shit. Notre Dame, starting next year, they signed a clause that says they'll be guaranteed to make the playoffs if they are ranked in the top 12. So they don't have to win shit. They could just be ranked in the top 12 at the end of the season and they're guaranteed a playoff spot. If, for whatever reason, the playoffs get expanded to 14 teams instead of 12, they're guaranteed to get a playoff berth if they're ranked 13 or higher. Yeah, if they're ranked 13 or higher. So basically what they're saying is you just have to be ranked high enough and we just gonna put you in. What the fuck? Like, that's real crybaby shit. How? How do they get that? How is that fair to any of the other teams that are playing in a conference? What if I lose my conference championship and I have a better record than you, but just because you're ranked 12, I fall out to 13, you get in over me? I got a better record than you. I want my... Man, come on, Notre Dame. And y'all supposed to be USC rivals, and we keep saying we don't need you niggas. USC don't run shit in college football. I mean, Notre Dame. Notre Dame does not run shit in college football. When have we ever, when has the nation as a whole, if you're a college football fan, when have you ever said, boy, I can't wait to turn that Notre Dame game on? Never. Not never. What the hell? Crybaby shit, bro. Oh, and this was just released today, this morning, actually. After learning of Notre Dame's little clause, the playoff clause, athletic directors in other leagues said, fuck all that. We're threatening to freeze Notre Dame out of future schedules. So they gonna basically say, nigga, we just not gonna schedule y'all then. Cause what the hell? We just not gonna schedule you and make sure that you don't get ranked high enough because you're not playing no ranked teams since you want to do that bitch ass shit. Yeah, let's see who runs shit now. You overplayed your hand, bro. You overplayed your hand. You thought shit was sweet. Okay, you don't want to play in your bowl game. You want to be crybabies. Also, why would y'all do that, bro? There's players trying to get recruited. There's players trying to make it to the league. Imagine if you're a senior on Notre Dame's squad right now and you know football is over after this. You're not going to the league. You go into regular life after that. It's your last opportunity to play in a bowl game and really cap off your senior season. And your team says, or your athletic director say, nah, we're not going to play since we didn't make the playoffs. Why? Stop being hoes, man. For real. Stop doing that shit. And quite frankly, you guys are going to see that you're not bigger than the program, bro. I get it though. I get it. The playoffs, the whole playoff bidding system and all that shit, it's a little flawed. It's flawed right now. We get that. The shit ain't perfect. But y'all niggas don't get no special treatment. Join a conference and be like the rest of the fucking good teams in the nation. If you so big and bad, nigga, join the ACC. Join the SEC. Join the Big Ten. Join whoever the fuck. I don't care. Just join a conference and do this shit like regular college football teams, bro. You don't get no preferential treatment. As a result, though, yeah, they're not going to play their bowl game. They have a playoff clause for next year. So if they finish top 12, they're making it to the playoffs because whiny crybabies, you got to give them their shit when they give a tantrum. And athletic directors basically said, fuck y'all. We'll see how that fares off. So look to see how Notre Dame fares in the next couple years. I don't think it'll be well. Speaking of not faring well, man, Michigan, they just fired their head coach, Sherrone Moore, black man, with cause after an investigation of him having an inappropriate relationship with a staff member. Since he was fired with cause, that nigga's not getting paid. The rest of his contract, he was in year 2 of a 5-year deal. He's not getting paid the rest of the money. He was fired with cause, bro. They basically said he breached his contract by having affairs with a staff member, which is direct violation of his contract. Brother, you out of here. They fired him. Right? there's so much to dive into with this shit, bro. Okay, where do I start? First off, let me give all of the backstory, right? So it was reported he was originally investigated back in the fall time, this previous fall. He was investigated for this situation. The university received a tip that he was having relations with a staff member in the fall. But at that time, there was no credible evidence, so they kind of let the shit go. They didn't have no evidence against him, so they obviously couldn't do anything at the time, right? Now there's indisputable evidence. They reopen the shit back up. There's indisputable evidence. They figure it out. He's fired, right? Then, actually, I'm gonna keep this for the second part, right? Now, when I tell you this story, right? This is a black man in Michigan. I want you to guess right now, before I show you, I want you to guess what this woman looks like. And in 3, 2, 1, you guessed it. White blonde woman. White blonde woman. It's like, it's dog, this is who he was having relations with, right? Now, check it out. Bro, I'm angry and I'm disappointed on so many levels. First off, bro. First off. This man, Sherrone Moore, is married, got kids. So he's cheating on his wife with a white woman who also works on his staff, which is also in direct violation with his contract. And the nigga's been doing this for a long time. He got investigated, got away with it, and continued to do it, gets caught, gets fired, right? At what point, to all my black men out there, especially if you're in a high ranking position to where you got some shit on the line, at what point are y'all gonna stop fucking white women and putting your career and your lifestyle at risk? At what point are we gonna have some sexual discipline and control our lust to stop fucking these women when you know your job and life is on the line? Especially white women, bro. It happens way too often. Shannon Sharp just got caught up with this shit like 4 months ago. It's too many niggas that get caught up with this shit. Kobe didn't got caught up with this shit. It happens to the best of them. Why do y'all continue to do this bullshit? Stop fucking white women. It never ends well. Especially if you got millions or you a high-ranking nigga and you got some shit to lose. 9 times out of 10, we see them niggas lose it. Not only that, Sherrone Moore, you doubled up. Not only was you fucking a white woman on your staff, man, you're shitting where you eat. You not supposed to stop fucking co-workers. That shit not player. I don't give a fuck if you work at McDonald's. I don't care if you work at Home Depot. I don't care where you work at. Nigga, you could be a head coach at a major university. Stop fucking co-workers. You never supposed to shit where you eat. It never ends well. Every time you hear about a nigga cheating on his wife, it's like 8, 9 times out of 10, he's cheating on his wife with a coworker. Every time. It be the assistant. It be the lady who work at the front desk. It be the delivery lady. I don't care. It always be a coworker, bro. Not only is that bad practice, because nigga, you putting your job at risk. Exhibit A. You just got fired, nigga, and you're not getting paid. And you probably gonna have a very hard time getting another future job because they know you can't control your dick, bro. You're thinking with your dick. Stop doing that. To all my black men out there, if you are listening to this right now, stop thinking with your dick. It does not end well. Stop doing it. Especially if the bitch work with you. It will end bad every time. 10 times out of 10. It will not go how you want it to go. You're not going to get away with it. Somebody's going to tell. Somebody's going to see you fucking this woman. Not literally, but they're going to see you messing around. And they going to tell, bro. Or when you finally do stop messing with this woman, there could be jealousy that plays in. There could be too many factors that fuck your life up, bro. Stop doing that shit. And to make matters worse, just hours after it was reported that he was fired, the nigga was taken into custody. Sherrone Moore was taken into custody at Washtenaw County Jail. It's in Michigan. I don't know where the hell Washtenaw is, but it's in Michigan County Jail. He's a suspect for an alleged assault hours after he was fired, bro. I'm not going to speculate on what happened because the actual details from the investigation haven't been released yet. But boy, could you guess what happened? Just hours after you're fired for messing with your staff member, you get arrested for alleged assault. Couple miles away from the school. The school's in Ann Arbor. You get arrested and detained in Washtenaw. Probably 20, 30 minutes away. I wonder where you were going just hours after figuring out that you got fired for fucking this woman. Dude. And now your ass is in jail awaiting trial for potential assault. Do you see where this shit lies? Do you see what happens when you fuck with the other side? And this shit, like, I try to look past it. Like, okay, cool, you gonna play in the snow? Whatever. A lot of niggas play in snow. But nigga, you have to know when and where to do this shit. First off, stop fucking coworkers. You never supposed to do that. I don't give a fuck if she was black, Hispanic. I don't care who it is. Don't fuck coworkers. That's rule number one. Especially in a position like this, bro. You're in the public eye at a major university, one of the biggest brands in college football, nigga. Every eye is on you in Michigan, in the nation. If you go anywhere, they know who you are. And you're a black man in Michigan, nigga. How many niggas are in Michigan? In Ann Arbor, Michigan. This ain't Detroit. How many niggas are in Ann Arbor? The athletes and the coaches. That's about it. If you took a trip to Ann Arbor, Michigan right now, went on campus, and looked at the population, you're not seeing a bunch of niggas walking around. So you stick out like a sore thumb. And I need you to stop fucking white women. More specifically, when it comes to relations to this shit. Because if you have something to lose, now I'm not talking about your average everyday nigga. Just the coon that's just fucking white women. I'm not talking about you. Because you could probably do what you do and maybe get away with that shit. Nothing happens, no harm, no foul. You just playing snow, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Do what you do. But when you have a lot of shit to lose, you're in the public eye. We got to be real about shit that's going on, bro. We have to be real. Because we see it way, way too often with professional athletes, with entertainers, head coaches. You start fucking people who don't look like you, don't have the same intentions as you, don't have the same lifestyle as you, don't have the same culture as you. What happens? Every time some shit go awry, every time some shit go wrong, you lose your fucking mind. And you lose everything you've built throughout your life. Stop doing it, bro. Control your lust. Control your lust. Especially my black men out there. Stop. Because there's way too much shit to lose. All because of this. And you got a wife at home, nigga. Go be with your wife. Go take your kids to the park. Stop fucking staff members, bro. That shit blew me, man. That shit blew me on so many levels. Because it's like, all right, we get it. Like, stop doing it, dude. It's going to end bad 10 times out of 10. We've seen it way too often. This shit, and this ain't new. What just happened to Shannon Sharp? He was over there doing that slave kink with that white woman. And what happens? Right when shit hits the fan, she's suing, lawsuit, targeting him, preying on him. It happens too often. Stop doing it. Stop doing that shit, dude. Especially if you got a wife at home. You got way too much to lose. You got your family to lose. You got your career. You got your public image. Your respect in the streets. All that shit gone. Because you can't control your lust. And you... Boy, stop dirtying that snow, dude. Stop doing it. Stop doing it. Sherrone Moore, what the fuck are we supposed to do with you? Nothing. Man, I'm off it, bro. Let's go to NFL football. NFL, man. If I could tell you something right now, it's perfect timing. Shedeur Sanders, baby. Shador showed the fuck out. He showed the fuck out, bro. Now, they end up losing to the Titans. Um 31-29, right? I will tell you right now, Shador played his ass off. The man had what, 364 passing yards, 4 total touchdowns. He only had 1 interception. Okay. They were down 14 in the fourth quarter. Shador Sanders leads them back, throws 2 tubs, or he runs one, he throws one. Boom. They're about to tie it. Now, they lose this game because Kevin Stefanski is a bum. He does not know what the hell he's doing. He needs to be fired. The Browns organization needs to fire him immediately and do it swiftly. Okay? Cool, right? They're down 14. They go down, score. They go for 2. Why? Just take the points, bro. Kick the field goal. You're only down. You'll only be down 7. So you come back and score, kick a field goal again, you're tied the game. Why are you going for 2? Because now it forces you to go for 2 if you score again. Obviously, they didn't get it, right? So now, boom, they come back. Shador Sanders, he leads them down the field, throws a nice, pretty-ass pass to the tight end, corner of the end zone. Boom, takes it, right? They're down 2 points. They proceed to call the dumbest shit that they could have ever called. They take Shador Sanders out of the game. The game is on the line now. Mind you, game is on the line. They take Shador Sanders out of the game. They put the running back in at quarterback and have the running back do a trick play. I'm going to attach the clip so you can see this dumbass shit. Because, like, oh boy. Boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Stefanski, you don't know what the fuck you doing. And I pray and hope that you get fired so that way Shador can get a real coach and a real chance at winning the game. It's almost like Stefanski would rather lose than have Shador Sanders, get him a win. You know what I mean? Like he wants to show that I won in spite of Shador Sanders type shit. That's what it gives. Like shit just weird, bro. You take your quarterback out who's been dealing and dicing all game. He's been doing good all game. You take him out when the game is on the line. If any other coach did that shit, boy, the media is frying them. And their organization is probably looking for a replacement. The Browns, you need to do so as well. But in good news, I guess, they announced Shador Sanders will be the starter the rest of the season. So get used to seeing him in that starting lineup. Because I'm calling it right now, he's not giving that job back. Dylan Gabriel, your career is done, buddy. Get ready to be a backup for the rest of your life. Straight like that. You was a bum anyway. You shouldn't have been a starter to begin with. It's Shador time now. Put the watches up, nigga. Speaking of watching, Packers beat the Bears in a thriller. It was a great game. I'm not gonna lie, it was like one of the best games of the weekend. They beat them 28-21. Jordan Love, he showed out, bro. He showed out. 3 touchdowns, no interceptions. He was 17-25, so he had a good completion percentage. Both teams played good. It ended up being a game-sealing interception. Caleb Williams is 4th and 1. He throws an interception corner to the end zone. Now, after this game, Packers are number 1 in their division. Bears fall to number 2, right? Bears were number 1 seed, not anymore. I think they dropped down to like 7, something like that. So it's spooky. It's real spooky in the NFC right now. But Bears are still playing well. Packers are still playing well. Let me check real quick. Yeah, right now, in the NFC, with that loss, yes, the Bears dropped from number 1 seed to number 7. God damn. It's fucking loaded in the NFC, bruh. It's loaded. Out of the 7 teams that are in the playoffs, only 2 do not have 9 wins. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. It's tough, bro. It's real tough. Man. In other words, tough, man. Tough. It's looking tough for the Chiefs right now, bro. Texans beat them in prime time. It was Sunday night. Sunday night. Texans beat the Chiefs 20-10. Patrick Mahomes, he was struggling, boy. The the Chiefs offense looked very, very lackluster and very bad. Patrick Mahomes only had 160 passing yards, 3 interceptions, no touchdowns. Dog, they put them in a motherfucking chokehold. Um, CJ Stroud for the Texans, he had a solid game. When it was time to make plays, he made them. He only had one touchdown, one throwing touchdown, but he played a solid game. He played a solid game. Texans, they're surprising me because the Texans for a long time they really wasn't doing shit. They're on a roll. How many have they won in a row? Because they're on a little winning streak right now. God damn. Texans are on a 5-game winning streak right now. Shit. And that only loss that broke up that streak was to the Broncos. Boy, be on the lookout, cause Texans, y'all doing something. I like what I'm seeing from y'all. On the other hand, Chiefs, boy, I'm gonna tell you right now, y'all not making the playoffs this year. I'll tell you that much. Y'all not. So get ready to get home early. But it happens though. I mean, they went to 9 straight AFC championships. Patrick Mahomes, since he's been a starter, he only knows AFC championship or Super Bowl. That's the only way his season has ended his entire career. It's either AFC championship or Super Bowl. So you deserve it, bro. Get you a little break, nigga. We need a break from you. Don't worry. Quit it with this whole reincarnation of Tom Brady shit. You know what I mean? On the opposite end, though, reincarnation of ass, Jalen Hurts. Man, it was Monday night, prime time. I had a couple friends who was at the game, and Chargers beat the Eagles 22-19. It was a sloppy game, man. It was a fucking sloppy game on both sides. Now, it was more sloppy for the Eagles. Jalen Hurts had 5 turnovers, and the Chargers had 3. So it was like, oh no, they had 4. Like in total as a team, they had 4 turnovers, and the Eagles had 6 turnovers in total, or 5 turnovers, should I say? All I gotta say is this, bro. In terms of the Eagles, first off, why the hell is Jalen Hurts throwing it 40 times in the game? He was 21 for 40. Why? Give Saquon Barkley the ball. Run the football. Second, AJ Brown been bitching, complaining, moaning all season, talking about we got to get our offense up. We got to get our offense up. We need to throw the ball. Okay, well, the last couple games, AJ Brown has had great stats, 100 yards, touchdowns, yada, yada, yada. And guess what? They've lost all them bitches. All of them. So what's more, I asked this question last episode and the episode before that. What's more important, the win or the stats? Because if you care about winning, this is not the formula. Throwing it 40 times is not the formula. No. Jalen Hurts is not built for that. That's not his MO. That's not his game. And I'm not even expecting that of him. We run the ball first. If I'm on the Eagles team, bro, Saquon Barkley gets 35 carries a game. I don't give a fuck what's going on. Give the ball to Saquon. He's the heartbeat and soul of the offense. The offense goes how he goes. If he's not running the ball effectively, if he's not getting 25, 30 carries in a game, you niggas, it's looking shaky for you. Same thing with Jalen Hurts. I like my quarterback, Jalen Hurts, running the ball. It doesn't have to be 10, 15 times a game, but you need to run it, though. Show him you're a threat. When he's a threat in the run game and Saquon's a threat in the run game, y'all do much better. Y'all win games. That's simple. When y'all start doing this little air raid shit where y'all throwing it every other play and y'all trying to go for it on 4th down and all that shit, you see what happens. You get losses every single time. It's like clockwork, bro. That's not how y'all won earlier in the season. That's not how y'all won the Super Bowl last year. That's not how you're going to win this year. Run that ball, dude. This shit ain't college, bro. Run the ball. God damn. God damn. And Eagles, y'all been dropping some ones that you should not have dropped. But hey, I digress, man. I digress. Before I get off these games, now look, y'all tell me, bro. Y'all tell me, cause I don't know. Now I was watching the game, right? This ended up, this ended up fucking the whole game up. Steelers beat the Ravens 27-22, right? Now, y'all tell me. Maybe I don't know what the fuck is going on, bro. Y'all tell me. Is this a catch or not, right? Boom, he catches it. 2 hands on the ball. 1, 2, and 3. Now, they ruled this incomplete. Look at it again. Possession. 1, 2. Now, stop it right there. Before I go anywhere else, right? Before I go anywhere else. Everybody who watches football knows they always complain. They say a catch is 2 steps, possession of the ball, right? Especially if you're in the end zone, if you cross that plane with possession and 2 feet inbounds, it's a touchdown, play is over. They ruled this incomplete. How? They say he didn't get his 3rd foot down. Since when has a catch been 3 feet? It hasn't. Because you see it all the time. How many times do we see a guy is running, he reaches out for the pylon, he hits the pylon, he loses control of the ball, but they say, hey, he crossed the plane, play is over. How many times have we seen it? A guy catches it, he gets 2 feet in bounds, he hits the floor, and then he lets it go real quick. Still a catch. He got possession, he had 2 feet in bounds. Touchdown. This shit, let me play it again. This shit right here, bro, hold on. Because, look, possession. 1, 2, play is over. I don't care about none of that shit. Because we've seen it before as well. We've seen it before where guys, he catches it. Guys are fighting for the ball. Guy rips it out late. It's over. The play is over. Once I cross the plane with 2 hands on the ball, shit over. Game over. Get it out of here. Man. And Ravens ended up losing for that. Boy, it's getting spooky out here. I don't know what the hell is a catch anymore. It seems like they're making this shit up as they go. The refs just want to be the main stars of the show. Stop doing it. Refs, you don't get paid enough for this shit. And nobody's coming to see y'all. Nobody gives a fuck if you throw a bunch of flags or no flags. You're not the star of the show. The players are. Sorry. Lastly, before I get off of football, man, Indianapolis Colts, they are signing old ass, geriatric ass Phillip Rivers. The nigga he is 44 years old, bro. He has not played football since 2020, pandemic year. He ended his career, like when he last played in 2020, he was on the Colts, but it's like, damn. You know how many quarterbacks out there that's younger that didn't get called? They called a man who was in retirement for 5 years. Ain't played since 2020. The nigga is 44. He been coaching high school football these last couple years. And they called him before anybody else. This goes to show you these new age quarterbacks is something up. They don't got it, bro. They don't got it. I don't know why, but like the development of these young quarterbacks ain't the same. Because if you're willing to call a 44-year-old nigga off the couch who ain't played in 5 years before you even hit up anybody that's in a free agency pool right now, that's 25, 26, 27, 20, hell, 30, 32. Before you call them, that speaks volumes to what niggas believe is really going on out here at the quarterback position. And we've been saying it as fans for years. Me being like I coach football, I observe football, I watch film. I'm not just a casual fan. I watch real film. I watch all 22 film. These niggas ain't throwing the same, bro. Like, they're playing backyard football out there. This shit ain't backyard football. This the NFL, bro. Like, a lot of niggas ain't making the reads they need to. They drop backs look sloppy. They're not reading coverages and defense. They're just out there throwing shit they should not be throwing. Hey, Phillip Rivers, let's see what you do, though. I mean, the Colts, I'm sorry that y'all season is going like this. Y'all started off so well, and then the injury bug just got you. Daniel Jones tore his Achilles. Sauce Gardner fucked up his Achilles. Like, y'all started off so well, and this is how you go out? Damn. That's tough, bro. That's ultra tough. More power to you, though. Phillip Rivers, I hope you do well. Let's see what you do, man. Let's see what you do. Let's pick these games. You know what I mean? We got some good games coming up this week. Let's pick these games. Get up out of here, huh? How about that? Yeah. In terms of college football, I mean, season's over. The only two teams that are playing this week is what is this? Army Navy? I got Navy, bro. I got Navy. They got the better record. I don't really watch either of these teams because it's Army and Navy. Nobody watches them, but whatever. NFL though. Thursday night football, Buccaneers Falcons. I got Bucks. I just think that the Bucks are at home. I think that they'll get the job done. 49ers, we just had our bye week, late ass bye week, week 14 bye week. That's crazy. I've never heard of a bye week that late in the season. But hey, got some rest, some much needed rest. And we are opening back up against the Titans. I expect us to dog walk the Titans. So simple as that. Browns travel to the Bears. Even though the Browns, I'm rooting for Shador. It's time. Bears got that though. Bears are playing lights out, bro. Ravens at Bengals. They just played 2 weeks ago and the Bengals won. The Bengals are now home. Considering they just played 2 weeks ago, I think the Ravens are gonna win this. I got Ravens, and especially they just lost to the Steelers, bro. They can't afford to lose again. They cannot afford to lose again. So I got Ravens. We have Chargers traveling to the Chiefs. I got the Chargers. The Chiefs are not, they're looking shaky right now, and the Chargers are rolling, even with all those injuries. It's going to be a great game. We got Bills at Patriots, divisional matchup. Patriots are at home. It's expected to rain / maybe even snow. I got Patriots. I got the Patriots, man. We got Dookie on shit. Commanders traveling to the Giants. Jaden Daniels is not gonna play, and I don't even think Marcus Mariota is gonna play. Didn't he get hurt too? I don't know. I'm going with the Giants. Fuck it. Jackson Dart me, baby. Raiders traveling to the Eagles. Give me the Eagles. Raiders are boo 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 boo. Jets traveling to the Jags. Give me the Jags. Cardinals Texans. Texans on a roll. And Cardinals are buns. And Texans are smoking shit, bro. Packers Broncos. Ooh. Broncos are like a buzzsaw right now, bro. Their defense is lights out and their offense is playing efficient. Sean Payton got them boys rocking. Give me the Broncos. Lions travel to the Rams. This is a big ass game too. Sheesh. Oh. As much as I hate to say it, give me the Rams. Panthers at Saints. Panthers. Saints buns. Colts at Seahawks. I'll tell you right now, Phillip Rivers ain't doing shit against the Seahawks defense. Them niggas might put up 50 on them. Give me the Seahawks. Vikings at Cowboys. Oh, and that's a primetime game, bro. Stop giving the Cowboys primetime games. These niggas are boo-boo. With that being said, give me the Cowboys. And Monday night. Once again, nasty matchup. Dolphins traveling to the Steelers. Give me the Steelers, I guess. Give me the Steelers. Hey, man, those are your games of the week. If you enjoyed yourself, go ahead and like that video. Hit that like button. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button, man. Notification bell so you always know when I'm posting. I had a great time with y'all. I hope y'all had a great time here. We'll see you next week. We got some more games coming up. A nice jam-packed weekend, man. Enjoy yourself. Be safe out here. Black men, control your lust. Stop fucking these white women, dude. And with that, I'm out. Peace.